bitches, bros, and non-binary hosts. Congratulations, Sanix, being first in chat today. I know I'm streaming a little bit later than I normally would do. That's because I'm covering Summer Gamefest as a official co-streamer. I do have like an official overlay I could have used. I just chose not to use it because I don't want to have to worry about changing too much stuff on my stream just for one night. Only change it back straight away. Show's gonna start in about 8 minutes or so. They should be showing some brand new games and stuff. I don't know what anyone else is predicting for this. What I'm expecting is to be probably very disappointed, judging by how bad the state of play that came before it was. Like, the only standout game was Monster Hunter, and then a bunch of live service hero shooters. So, I don't know, maybe we could turn it into a drinking game for every live service game they announce, or a game that we just don't want. I hope they aren't really all that high, to be honest. But to be fair, we had one of the best gaming years ever last year with Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, and such, Spider-Man 2. So I think we're due a good lull for games for a while, because we had just literally back-to-back hit. A lot of people are hoping for Dragon Age Dreadwolf. It's Dragon Age 4? 5? 4? I think it is, yeah. My hopes aren't very high for it. I don't think I really expect much from the current BioWare, because they're not the same BioWare, are they? It's just BioWare in name only, so they're gonna have to really impress me with the trailer if it's even coming out anytime this year. But it's gonna be interesting to see if there's any big announcements. I mean, the only game I can think of that hasn't been shown yet that's allegedly coming out this year is Death Stranding 2. But I don't think that's gonna be the biggest game they'll show. They'll probably show some stuff like Shadow of the Erdtree, which is out later this month. few other bits and bobs here and there, maybe. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, we'll see some of the Starfield DLC. I think one of the funniest things they can announce is Starfield coming out on PS5 during the show. It's been roughly a year, right? September. It would have been 1 year exclusive. If they do just come out and say, hey, it's coming out on PS5 now, I'm going to be interested in seeing the reaction in that. Are people going to be excited for it? Are they not going to care? 2 more minutes, about 7 odd minutes before it starts. Anyway, it should be interesting at least. It'll be a good indication of how the rest of the year is going to look in terms of gaming. Oh, hang on, let me quickly change a few things. I do. Couple of things off. There we go. Okay. Just realised I still had my VTuber overlay stuff for when I play multiplayer games. I didn't want that. I know they're currently playing No Man's Sky. I was playing with them earlier. Before stream. I don't want them to suddenly start popping up and down whilst I'm trying to react to whatever game it is they're trying to tell us about. One I'm interested in seeing, I hope they do show it, is Where Winds Meet, which is an action RPG that's like very wuxia fantasy inspired. But I love Chinese martial arts and wuxia fantasy, so that game did look really good. And I know there was a cinematic trailer at the PlayStation State of Play. They did show a gameplay trailer of it like a good few years ago. I'm hoping they'll show more of it, and maybe even a release date, because that's one game I was actually very curious about. It speaks to me, because I like martial arts, and I like wuxia. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else that'll be announced. Potentially. I imagine they must have some good announcements because the holiday season is coming up, so this is when they want to start announcing some of the good stuff. I know there will be some people who are going to be coping for Hollow Knight Silksong or like Bloodborne 2 or Bloodborne Remaster even. Which is always funny to see, because every single time there's a new game, like demo or show or stage presentation, everyone's like, oh yeah, maybe we'll see Bloodborne. Or maybe we'll see Hollow Knight Silksong or all these other games that have like had no update in literal years. I also did put out a new video recently. I did a review of the horror game I was playing last time, Autopsy Simulator, and just how disappointing that game was. So that's up on my YouTube channel now. After my first impressions video of it, wasn't really impressed. I was trying to be lenient and be nice to it, but even then I can't hold back. It was kind of crap. Hopefully I gave some better recommendations for anyone who's actually interested in playing some decent horror games. Three minutes, we got this. I also grabbed a few D&D modules, actually some official ones, because it was on sale recently, so I got Descent into Inverness, which I do want to play at some point. I've got my eye on Candlekeep Mysteries, because that looks interesting, and I also want to try out the new Vecna module they released. No idea when I'll get around to doing any of them, because I'm currently doing a Curse of Strahd campaign with some friends on Fridays, which is what I normally would be doing right now. We took this week off. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of how these modules run and play. And you know what, I might try streaming a few of them later on. Once I'm done with my Girl by Moonlight campaign, which I'll be doing after Blades. But I also want to do Varsin, which I will also do after that. So probably a way away from now, but by then I'm probably going to finish my Curse of Strahd campaign, and I might just run it with everyone afterwards, who knows. In fact, I think this is Curse of Strahd was my very first official purchase from Wizards of the Coast outside of Baldur's Gate 3. Probably because I love supporting my indie game devs and stuff, so I've been buying loads of independent stuff like Blades in the Dark, Girl by Moonlight, Arson, even Cyberpunk, which because I just don't want to give Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro any more money. And I only ever do when they're on sale. Because I picked up Strahd last year during Halloween. It's expensive, but they do come with the digital copy of the game as well as the physical. And I like owning things physically, so I obviously want to try and make sure I get that. Got a minute left, I think. Let's swap over to this scene now. Don't want a browser capture. The hosts are currently chatting away before the show starts.
Michael Madsen.
I know. We've got about a minute, so we'll listen to them naturally a little bit.
Wait, what are you talking about? There's a game.
I'm watching the GameSpot one instead of the direct one. Purely because I like GameSpot and I do want to support them. They have some pretty good hosts.
Oh, it was Rocket City, the High Rollers or some shit Incorrect.
Plus they have a little bit before and after as well, so I have something to watch instead of a countdown.
High Rollers. Rocket City.
Crime Boss. Rocket City.
Rocket City.
Crime Boss.
And it had Vanilla Ice and the President and
exactly. It was everyone.
Make sure I posted everywhere about it. I can't be bothered on Twitter.
I do want to see what they have for Crazy Taxi, if that's coming back in that way.
What celebrity's going to be in Crazy Taxi?
Yeah, who's going to be driving that Crazy Taxi?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, yeah, Taxi. There you go.
I'm trying to think what celebrity. I mean, Blumhouse is doing a push into games as
Jordan
well.
Peele?
Yeah. Do we think Kojima's going to be here?
I think so.
I mean, so he can announce, I'm making a game that's like a movie.
Death Stranding's been MIA.
I don't know if they'll show OD. I imagine Death Stranding 2 is the one they'll show. OD's probably quite a while away, even though it's the one I'm more interested in.
That 9-minute trailer.
Yeah, he could show up and then just air his entire interview
with George Miller.
With George Miller, and it's isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And then
George Miller is I want him to make.
I want Kojima to make a new.
To make a game about me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just
12 seconds. Let's go.
Don't forget, join us for the post show because I will reveal the things that they wrote in their envelopes and see what they got right.
I'm very confident.
Yeah, okay, all right. Here, you better be.
Extremely
confident. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kurt, Lucy, Tam. It's Summer Gamefest time. See you soon.
Phone on silent. We're ready for this. Get ready to be disappointed, because I am. Let's see what they open with. I think my favorite disappointment was the one time they advertised having Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson there, and he just didn't show up, and he sort of FaceTimed in from the gym.
Creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
He just didn't bother showing up, I guess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Gamefest 2024. You ready to see some video games? We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. Now, if you're watching this show, first of all, welcome. I know everyone around the world is joining us for this special moment. And I know if you watch this show, you don't just play games, you deeply care about this art form and the
No, I'm a hater. I'm a professional hater. I hate all video games equally.
amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
Oh snap, a 2-hour show?
But let's also face it, this has been a tumultuous and difficult year with company layoffs and studio closures.
Oh, he's acknowledging it. Okay, yeah.
All of us. But there's also something else happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. And thanks to digital distribution, smaller teams and new creators are finding incredible success. Take a look at this list from Game Discover of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam so far this year.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Powerworld for literally ripping off Pokemon and making it there. Riding those Nintendo coattails.
Teams or solo developers. I look at this list, it's pretty cool, right? And I get inspired that new ideas, new teams, and smaller creators...
Sorry you lost your job, but maybe you'll make something out of it, right? Pull your bootstraps up, or something. Whatever boomers say.
Right, because today there are many paths to sustainability and success, and that's what makes this industry so great. And you'll see that reflected in the show today, because over the next 2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter.
Batman? Okay. Man, Star Wars Outlaws. Don't care about Harry Potter.
Individuals and first-time creators.
Oh no, I'm worried about Batman now.
Because we think this platform is important as a way to...
It's not gonna be that shitty VR game, is it?
So when you...
Alright, I think my stream did lag for a second. I'm very sorry about that disconnect issue. Hopefully it won't happen again. Fingers crossed, but who knows, my luck. That you pay for.
Horizon Adventures coming out later this year for PlayStation, but also day one on PC and Nintendo Switch. It's a playful, lighthearted story inspired by the world of Horizon, designed with two-player action in mind.
I mean, it's aimed at kids, and Horizon, I'm pretty sure, they're 15 plus.
Now we're going to completely shift the tone to the next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start...
Not played any of these games. I have zero investment in this so far.
...survive with permadeath. Here is the first level.
Wow me. This is your chance. Get me interested. I love horror game trailers like this when they show the guy walking really slowly. When when people actually get the game to play, they'll be sprinting everywhere they go. Like, no one actually walks around slowly in a horror game. The only time they do is if there's stealth involved, and even then, stealth in horror games aren't always the best. It's usually added in as an afterthought. Yeah, I've not played any multiplayer zombie, like, survival game in a good long one. I don't think I'm going to pick this one up. I can't say it looks too great either, but I don't know, indie dev maybe, they're on a limited budget or whatever.
Coming this Halloween. Looks really intense. All right, to introduce our next game, please join me in welcoming someone who I've known for over a decade. She's been a huge fan of some of our reveals like Street Fighter 6 a few years ago, and of course Final Fantasy VII Rebirth last year when she was sitting in the audience. Well, this year she's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Gamefest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
I'll be the judge of that beloved franchise.
We all dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes.
Oh, I see. Okay, because people are complaining Hogwarts Legacy didn't have any Quidditch. I'm guessing they're selling it as a completely separate game. I wonder how they're going to feel about that, because it was meant to be part of Hogwarts Legacy, but apparently no. They made it into its own thing. No doubt people are going to buy it regardless.
Keep your composure in the face of adversity.
It's literally just FIFA for transphobes.
To chase your dreams at any price. To seek glory for your team. No challenge is too great. No dream is too big. So ask yourself, do you have what it takes?
Quidditch itself is also a very dumb game. Because you can tell it was designed with main character syndrome in mind. With the whole Seeker aspects. Alright, cool, we have one main character on each team who are going to catch this golden thingy. You know, so you know which one's the most important team member. And you can tell it wasn't really actually made with like an actual sport in mind or anything.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now we move from the Potterverse to a brand new world. It hails from a single developer. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan favorite, and he showed this next game.
Imagine it's another very cheaply made horror game with jump scares for streamers to react to.
Race or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuff Bust.
Oh, is it like a multiplayer Prison Break? I imagine the Among Us crowd will enjoy this. Probably why it was made with mind. Making little cartoon creators like this means they can get away with showing a lot of graphic violence, like beating up cops with riot gear and stuff. I imagine this will be popular for a few months and then maybe sort of like lull down a little bit. You know, depending on how much support he gets, it might end up having like a die-hard fan base. Is it going to be cooperative and cooperative at the same time? So like competitive cooperative. Where you want to escape, so you gotta work together, but also you want to be the only one who escapes. So it's all like the Dark Knight's opening like bank robbery scene where you're working together but also competing at the same time. Oh no, they're smoking blunts. Okay. They're really pushing the rating, aren't they? I mean, they're seeing what they can get away with.
That's a fun one, right? And remember, that's all made by one person. Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next, one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th.
It's anticipated. It looks good. But I don't want to pay any money towards Ubisoft for this crap. And I say that as a Ubisoft partner, who might even get this game for free if they let me.
Showcase during Ubisoft's Forward event, streaming as part of the continuing Summer Gamefest event.
Boogie, hello. How you doing, dude? I'm currently watching the Summer Gamefest live presentation.
What's to come?
As an official co-streamer, so, you know, my words are in fact the opinions of Jack Healy himself. When I say something shit, he also says it's shit, okay? We have the same opinion. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
this game looks good. I can't justify how much Ubisoft are charging for it though, and fucking putting a battle pass in it, of all things. Nothing too big. I think this is the first really big thing they've shown. Although, yeah, like, hey, this is a teaser for a teaser. We're going to show you more on Monday. Tune in then.
I think I spotted Lando there. So great. And by the way, I'm just noticing everything we're showing you so far, I think is going to be, coming out, this year, Cuff Bus. I'm not quite sure, but it's so cool that there's stuff that we're going to get to play in the next few months here. All right, well, moving back to smaller teams, a few weeks ago, I had a chance to play through this next game, and I have to say, it is really spectacular. Neva comes from Nomada Studio, the creators of the Game Award-winning game Grease. It chronicles the story of Alba, a woman bound to a curious wolf cub. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
Grease was a very pretty game. It wasn't an amazing game, it's just very okay, but artistically it looked great. And this one also looks just as pretty. Soundtrack also goes really good. I just hope the gameplay holds up to it as well. It does. If you look at the previous game, Grease, Gris, it was also a very visually pretty game. And it had a really good soundtrack as well. Very similar to this type of game. If you're a fan of Metroidvanias, you'd probably like it.
Trust me, that game is such a true work of art, especially when we get into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play. And there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs on this same stream. So we've got lots more for you. All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
Alright, blow me away. Is this going to be Dune, that Dune survival game? Seeing a lot of sand.
If you would define the future.
All are architects of fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare, or on the last great journey fare.
Let me not then die ingloriously and without a struggle.
Is this a new Civilization game? Civ 6 feels very recent to me.
Great thing that shall be told among men hereafter. Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
I'm thinking Civ 7. Yeah, I think it is. What's that soundtrack?
Your names shall not be lost.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Yep. 2025. Okay, when did 6 come out actually? Because I've played that a fuck ton. I've been into it since Civ 5.
On behalf of the Firaxis team, we are thrilled to finally announce that Civilization 7 is coming.
Oh, 2016. Holy shit, has it really been that long?
Consoles next year.
It doesn't feel like it's been since 2016.
But we also have to thank you.
But I do love Civilization.
Around the world for your overwhelming support.
It's my cozy game. It's a game I can just play for hours on end.
We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full...
Well, it took me a while to transition from Civ 5 to Civ 6. It'll probably be the same for 6 to 7. It's wild going from a game with so many expansions back to a base game. Is this a Black Myth Wukong game? I got into it with Civ 5 because that's about the time when I got my gaming PC first built. The first time I had a proper gaming PC for myself and not like a shared family computer. It was kind of weird when they show CGI trailers of games that have already had gameplay trailers. Oh, it's coming out literally 10 days before Star Wars Outlaws. Okay. 2 big games same month. Yeah, it's based on Journey to the West, but it's more like a Soulsborne type game. The combat's very similar to sort of Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Sekiro. I think it's mostly been compared to Sekiro. Oh, hell yeah, VR, the thing I don't have. Or care for, because these games always look kind of cheap. Yeah, I don't care for that in the slightest.
Perhaps humans were fated to build the monoliths, reaching heaven and returning with a gift. Stardust. But mankind was given more than it wished for. Not progress.
What is this?
But chaos. Every new height brings a terror.
Is it Parasite Eve?
And yet hope still glimmers, even in the depths of the unknown.
No, it looks like something new.
We die to live again.
Oh, squad-based multiplayer game. Okay, got you. Interest immediately nosedived there. Although the art style is definitely grabbing me.
We stand together.
Looks cool, but I'm not really interested in it.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before?
Only these past 2 days.
Then there is much to learn.
The numbers are endless. I will take you.
I've never really gotten into Warhammer 40k. I probably would enjoy it, but I think the hobby is just too expensive, so I stayed away from it. I have too many expensive hobbies as it is.
All right, welcome back to Summer Gamefest. We've got some amazing developer guests joining us throughout the show, and I'm very excited to introduce our first guests. They are legendary creators who are working on a brand new fantasy RPG Metaphor slated to launch this October. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, Katsura Hashino and Shigenori Sojima.
Is this something brand new Persona related? Oh no, it's their other game.
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さんと一緒にこのステージに立ててとても光栄に思ってます。
Thank you, everybody.
Dude, I'd have given up on that a long time ago. I don't think that game even exists. I think it's straight up vaporware.
このゲームはね、 アーキタイプという他のゲームでいうところ
I
の
think all they have for that game is that one CGI trailer and probably the word Beyond Good and Evil 2 written down on a post-it note somewhere, and that's all the development they've done for it.
This game is an RPG in which the party members transform into their jobs, which we call archetypes. These archetypes allow you to fight against your enemies.
アーキタイプは誰もが持つ不安と向き合うことによって覚醒する力です。すべてのアートワークは力強さとオリジナリティを意識して描いています。その総数は40種類以上にも及び、経験を積ませると一部のアーキタイプは進化することもできます。
Archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will to face your fears and anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling of strength and uniqueness in each of their designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available in the game. These archetypes can gain experience and even evolve. Some of them can evolve into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG、我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて結集させて作っています。とても大きなボリュームのゲームです。今日はこのアーキタイプをテーマにした最新のトレーラーをお持ちしました。ぜひご覧になってください。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it as exciting as possible. In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we
Can't say I'm really all that is. As much as I love Persona and JRPGs, I'm not particularly interested in another 50-hour weeb game.
Deep within us. The reality.
I have way too many games to play as it is. I don't want to invest more time in a really big commitment like this. I've not been playing any new RPGs at all lately.
A great evil flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people that the same powers lie dormant within them.
On guard!
You must acquire more archetypes and bring them together.
I'm getting some snacks on the boring ones I'm not interested in, come on.
Now you've acquired a most interesting power. An archetype.
I'm sure some people are going to be excited for this, but it looks rather generic to me. I'll wait till reviews before I decide if I want to get that or not.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us on stage. Thank you guys, and for that deep look at the archetypes, such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse, Batman Arkham Shadow.
Oh no, this can only be bad.
Exclusive VR game coming later this year.
Oh no.
Batman, you face a new threat.
Please leave the Arkham Batman alone.
And his cultish devotees. Here's your first look at the story trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
They're not going to stop beating this dead horse, are they? WB.
There's a new darkness overtaking Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left is from the fire in the streets, casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good. Fear is their weapon. But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop it.
Yep, a VR Batman. I'm not really excited for this in the slightest. Like, it doesn't fit into the Arkham continuity anywhere. Zero interest in this. Please just leave Batman alone. You've done enough damage to Suicide Squad. They ruined him enough as it is.
I am looking forward to heading back to the Arkhamverse. Now, it is time to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
I don't recognize it. Oh, is it King of Fighters, actually? I think I do recognize it. It is, okay. Is it an actual 2D fighting game, though, or is it just an anime opening sequence for it? Oh no, it's DLC for Street Fighter 6, okay. Interest once again nosedives. Not been Street Fighter 6, I think it's a pretty solid game, but... it's not what I'm currently playing, so I have no interest in this. Yeah, just a DLC battle pass or season pass or whatever. Alright, sorry for the brief moment of lag, but now we're on to the new Dragon Ball game, Sparking Zero, which genuinely looks quite good, which I'm excited for. Very sorry stream died for a moment. Oh, has it not come back yet? Okay, yeah, it did come back. I was worried for a second. I think the delay got to me. Break the heavens. I think I was going to say Guru and Lagana are going to sue, but then Gainax are bankrupt now. They can't sue. I wonder if that was planned. October 11th, okay. I'll pre-order to unlock extra characters early. Nah.
There you go, Internet. We got
that's BS for pre-order bonus.
October 11th. Now we step into the world of Delta Force Hawk Ops, a free-to-play tactical shooter available to play on...
Oh no, you said all the words that make me not care.
...at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Team, rally up.
I'm not too big on premium games with microtransactions, so I'm completely ignoring this shit.
Is now very serious. With conflicts escalating between Havoc Corps and Alsara Guard. It's time to take action.
Apparently, yeah. I imagine like most Forgotten franchises become a premium mobile game or something.
Utilize terrain for stealth insertion. Execute swiftly and silently.
We're in position.
Looks like someone beat us to it. We need to pick up the pace.
Brenda, clean the balcony. On your mark. Balcony clear. Go, go, go! Secure the area. Shield down. I'm going in. Shit! They've got a flamethrower.
Prepare for decoding. That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over. Operation commences. Good luck.
Yeah, I have zero interest in this.
But that is not all. The game's premium campaign mode, Black Hawk Down, is a reimagining of the original game that is also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
I imagine this is a part you'd have to pay for, right?
Why are they burning tires? RPG! Hold on!
All units prepared for landing. 2 feet, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a team in your cabinet. Over.
Get down! Get down!
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the movie, so I don't really care for any of this. As much as I like Ridley Scott as a director because he made my favorite horror movie, Ridley Scott has also made some very bad movies, so I'm not blindly a fan of his. I'm still not forgiving him for Prometheus, actually. It's the only movie I regret watching till the very end. Because back then, I'd never walked out of a movie theater before a movie ended. And I wish I did for Prometheus.
For real this time.
Surprised the amount of fighting games getting covered today, because this is like a niche genre that doesn't normally get kind of like coverage or hype. And I'm all for it. There's a rumor they're remastering the first Halo game, and they might bring it to PlayStation. I'm wondering if that rumor is true. That's one of the things that was rumored to be announced today. I don't think it is true, but if it is, it'll be so fucking funny. No, I don't think it is. If it is, they might announce it later on. I think it'd be hilarious if they do bring Halo to the PlayStation. So there's a rumor that they're remastering the first Halo game, Combat Evolved, and they're going to release it on PlayStation. Is this another League of Legends type game? We don't need any more League of Legends.
You're next.
Oh, okay, it's not exactly the same. It seems to have its own variation on it. Oh, Gundam. It's like a battle royale game, but with mecha. The designs are pretty fucking cool. Mecha. Oh, I heard about this. Okay, yeah. It essentially is a online multiplayer shooter, but with mecha.
At Summer Gamefest, and that was a look at Mecha Break with its immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers. Next, Jason Blum.
It's the only free-to-play game I'm interested in, but it looks different from something else.
Films over the years, like Get Out, Megan, and last year's Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, now Blumhouse is entering the video game world in a big way.
Okay. Yeah, my interest. Don't lose me now. I like horror games, but my expectations are usually very low for them.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will...
It looks very Bioshock. Or maybe not. Oh, that's a different game, I think.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep.
I think they're releasing multiple different games at once.
I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy?
I'll save you.
I just took a rapid fire bunch of horror games. Okay.
Amy!
The local police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? It should have some developer mode.
No, they're doing a rapid fire of loads of games at once. Most of them seem very okay, a couple of them seem kind of like maybe interesting, who knows?
Times await us.
Considering it costs like 250k for just 1 minute of time during Summer Gamefest, I imagine they had to squeeze in as many as they could at once. It's not cheap advertising on this show. This thing's fucking expensive.
Please welcome Jason Blum, CEO and founder of Blumhouse, and Luis Blaine, creative lead at Blumhouse Games. Hey guys, so we got ourselves a full slate there. That's incredible. So Jason, tell us a bit about why did you want to get into games like this? What are we doing?
Well, we've been very
insane how much it costs, right?
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you guys all. Great to hear the fans out there. You'll all be very happy to know we're working at this very minute on the sequel of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming. Don't worry. Anyway, horror is, to my great relief, getting more and more popular. Our movies are working. It's working on streaming. It's working in live events. And we wanted to try and take our approach to movies and apply it to games. And that's what you see here. We're going to do independent games. We're going to look for creators and give them a platform and encourage these creators to be weird and subversive and find the most effed up, scariest things they can and put them into really cool games.
Well, they look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis, tell us a bit about, we saw a bunch of games there. What can you tell us about kind of the overall lineup of games?
Well, as you just saw from our slate, our horror games are a lot like Blumhouse movies. They come in many different flavors of fear, which means there's a horror game for everyone. So maybe you're a fan of nostalgic 90s experiences with a bit of a twist, intense first-person shooters, or maybe, Jeff, you just want some bonus murder in your otherwise very cozy farming sim. I think, you know, we as horror fans, we know that there are so many different subgenres to explore. And our independent development partners, they feel the same and they're just as excited, which means we've got psychological nightmares, we have supernatural scares, we have cosmic horror. And our team has worked really hard to work with global, creative, talented partners. And that means for us that we really want to, as we're working in indie projects, which means that we can take risks.
Come on, lady, this is like 250k per minute. Get those words out.
Scary storytelling, and we're so excited.
Yeah.
You're literally burning $1 million right there.
All the stuff you have there, and I know, you know, we'll get into when games are coming out.
I imagine it must be stressful being in front of that many people at once.
Well, yeah, we're on PC and console, and yeah, we wanted to start with not just one, but we wanted to start with.
Imagine knowing every single time you say the word you're burning 10k.
Spotlight is our first release coming later this year, and it really hits our mission statement. It's an amazing 90s horror experience. It's got great characters, a compelling narrative. It's also super creepy, and I think people will be big fans of it, even if you're not normally into horror. And quickly, actually, Fear the Spotlight is getting its first trailer as part of the Day of the Dev showcase, so stay tuned after the show.
Directly after. Awesome. Well, I know this is just the start, so we'll probably be seeing you in future years with more from Blumhouse Games. But guys, what do you think of the slate? Pretty amazing, right? What these guys are pulling on. Jason, Luis.
Definitely got a selection going. And there's a couple that did stand out to me.
And now here's.
But I want to see more about it before I get excited for it.
Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
Okay, you have my attention. I'm putting my phone down for this. Is this going to be just re-releases of like old arcade games, or? Where's my Green Ranger at? Oh, looks like they remastered them. Okay, they remastered the old beat-em-up games. Oh yeah, this is hype. But there's no Green Ranger or White Ranger in this, is there? I think this game came out before Tommy was introduced properly. Either or, they're gonna fucking try and make him like paid DLC. So I love the Ninja Turtles game that came out, Shredder's Revenge. I love my beat 'em up games.
What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet in Paris, who started that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on. All right, next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open-world action RPG from Warhorse Studios. Here is
another game I don't think I really care about.
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. Man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls.
These two young fellas, I need to find them. One's a smart-ass Smith, and the other's a blue-blooded fledgling.
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
I wonder if they'll show the new Fable game that's coming out, because I know they showed one trailer with Richard Ayoade, but they haven't shown anything about it since. And that was a game I was interested in.
But in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Kiss our asses!
God, is this
The
retribution?
2-hour show, we're almost an hour in. We're about the halfway point.
To the task!
And there hasn't been anything like mind-blowing yet. Like nothing that completely wowed me. Just a handful of things that I thought were cool. I'm just quickly scrolling through YouTube on my phone to see the trailers that I've seen. Just been things like, you know what, that seems interesting, but most of them I've just not been interested in at all. I know I came in prepared to be disappointed, but it seems like I was right to be. But who knows, they've still got 1 hour left to bring it back.
Next, we step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama-san. Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from...
That's so long ago, I completely forgot about that one.
Studio.
Very Resident Evil 4 there. This does not look very impressive. This looks very cheap to me. Or low budget indie game. Yeah, I do not care for this. Civ 7, I'm cautiously optimistic about. It's one I'd want to have seen more of. We only got a CGI trailer and like a date for it. I want to see more like gameplay or more things explained, like an actual proper deep dive, like maybe a 40-minute demo of the game where they explain what they've added to it. So I don't want to get excited about it before I know anything about it. But that was the only one that genuinely like sort of surprised me a little bit, but I'm keeping my expectations in check. Because I've been burned by Civ before, okay? I've not forgiven them for Beyond Earth. Is that a fucking Killer Bean? That motherfucking Killer Bean GTA game.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Really.
Is it a first-person shooter? Or third-person, even?
Good. I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency. An internet
Very Max Payne.
organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
Story seems just as bad as the little movie was. Pretty sure it's like a mean joke type game. I can't imagine it'd be a very good one, but it's probably made on the cheap, and I'm sure its fans will love it. Conrad, are you here to be hype about the Killer Bean game? Unfortunately, I don't think you're first. Are you? Hang on, no. Stream did crash earlier, so I think it might have reset. I don't think it did. I don't know if soccer gives it to you. I'll be impressed, but I don't think it counts. Because it was already redeemed before, wasn't it?
They made me who I am. And
But my stream got disconnected for a moment, so I think it might have refreshed it. Who knows?
Glad
Yeah.
that one. That was Killer Bean.
You know what? You spent your channel points for it. I guess I'll give it to you. Just because the stream crashed earlier, so that must have reset it.
Animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen.
I'll let you have it for being observant enough to notice it reset.
Please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
Hello, Jeff, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game, Cairn, a survival climber. When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's very intense and realistic. It's a face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay.
Okay. Points for actually showing gameplay and not a pre-rendered CGI trailer like so many fucking games do. Even games are out later the same month. Like, why do they keep doing this shit? Nobody cares about CGI trailers, man. I like the premise of a realistic climbing simulator. I imagine if the center scale on this is like realistic as well, it can be fucking impressive. It has the potential to be, at least. Imagine climbing to the top of Mount Everest and then jumping off. I think the hardest part of mountain climbing would have to be the early stages, because you're carrying all of your food and gear with you, right? Because you'll be climbing up several days, so you have to bring all the food you'll need with you, and that's going to be heavy. I imagine that's the kind of thing that would tire you out first, if you don't pace yourself correctly. Okay, points for actually showing gameplay, I'll give them that. And they've got an interesting premise. It will all depend on if they execute it correctly. Oh, Stanley Parable, I fucking love that game.
To be here. I'm a fighter,
Stanley Parable is one of the most creative games I've ever played.
but instead,
I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience. And I'm not really the patient type, but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting.
This was a cozy game I'd pretend to play to impress girl gamers.
And what's weird,
It's the kind of game I'd lie about playing for days on end.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm such a big fan of this one game. So cozy, and I love the vibes.
I can stop.
When it comes to being a toxic male, nobody does it better than I do.
This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh no, it looks spooky. Maybe it's not as wholesome as I thought it would be. Is this one of those undercover horror games, right? It doesn't look like a horror game, like Doki Doki Literature Club was.
Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable, I sense there's a twist coming as you would expect from him.
Stanley Parable didn't have a very good twist to it, so I imagine there must be one.
Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
If you've never played the Stanley Parable, I'd recommend picking it up and going in completely blind, not knowing what it's about. It's really cheap as well.
I do. Your progress is impressive lately, Haruna. These are incredible. They called themselves the Sahin. 9 among them were chosen and shielded from death.
The Unknown 9. Does this have anything to do with why Vincent is here?
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the 9. It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved.
This looks like it could be interesting, but I want to see gameplay of it first. Like actual in-game gameplay.
You're wrong. This is exactly where
Come on, show me more.
The Fold is a strange place.
Vincent found something down there.
Interesting, okay. I want to know more before I get excited for this, though.
How about we see the world together?
Oh, hell yeah, Capcom's version of Totally Not Pokemon.
Something that I want to protect.
Now steal your heart. Adventure starts.
I still haven't finished Monster Hunter Rise. I just couldn't get into it the same way I got into World. Fucking love Iceborne and World. Is this Spanish Bloodborne? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Taken form, walks into my great hall. Feel honored to fight a legend.
Of course, it's a pre-rendered CGI trailer again, which I don't care about. Please just actually show gameplay. Why do they keep showing us trailers that we know Ask me what the final game's gonna be like. So transforming weapons, you just transform yourself as well, I guess. I imagine this works similar to trick weapons in Bloodborne. Oh, he takes their mask, okay, and he becomes them.
There is but one certainty in the cosmos. Change.
Okay, there's a demo available. I might need to check that out later.
All right, we're back here live for more Summer Game Fest. The first Descendant, powered by Unreal Engine 5, is a next-gen looter shooter with dynamic cooperative gameplay, including a grappling hook mechanic. It is finally set for release, and we're very happy here to debut the new...
That looks awesome. The first Descendant will be available across PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Wishlisted now and prepare for the release on July 2nd. And now, please welcome two developers whose hit indie game, Among Us, took the world by storm and a couple of game awards.
Holy shit, we're getting Among Us too.
From Inner Sloth, here are Victoria Tran and Forrest Willard.
Oh, no. What's up, gamers?
Can you believe they just let us be on this stage? Like, no chaperones. Like,
I know. Can we announce something totally fake? Do you
like-
think they'll let us do that?
Among Us 2? Among Us 3? 4? Oh, all right. Well, turns out we actually have something very real we wanted to present to you all today. There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted back in our less popular Among E days.
This is our way of saying
Well, that's
thank
pretty
you
wholesome.
to our crewmates, players, peers, by helping some games and devs have the funding and freedom needed to ship their games. And then we all get to play them, which was the real plan. I really want games. Outer Sloth is our passion project and dream for a better, more
Oh, that's good. That's something the industry really needs right now as well, considering people just keep losing their job left, right, and center. Like, imagine getting a degree in game development now,
we've managed to fund.
and then in the year where everyone is losing their job, we had record level of like layoffs in the industry. How daunting must it be to have a degree in a field where you know you're not getting hired because they're firing everyone right now? It's a good thing they're doing this. That's very wholesome. Respect to them for that.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle.
Oh no, you're allowed. It's Pride Month.
RPG, Battle Suit 8.
So the only month you're allowed to say someone looks nice. In fact, I even have an emote for it as well.
Exploring connections.
Hi.
I've got follower and Pride Heart React as well, so feel free to use the Pride emote.
With a single button to press and a ton of buttons to beat.
Hey, I'm Husband, game director at Huscross.
In fact, one I added recently as well. I've got a free Palestine emote now as well.
Your starfighter, take on merciless armadas, and vanquish a fleet of colossal super destroyers.
And we do have one more game that's very early in development.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
This is better than Among Us 2.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show? Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek.
Not really my thing, I guess.
Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow Generation.
Oh, yes. This is what I'm fucking... Listen to that cheer. This is the biggest show we've had for any game so far. Bigger than Star Wars, bigger than Harry Potter.
Sonic and Shadow's history. Now it's time for a glimpse of Shadow's brand new powers and gameplay from...
This is what the crowd goes wild for.
As well as the official release date announcement.
How's my day? Infinitely better now that they're showing the new Sonic the Hedgehog game with Shadow the Hedgehog in it. I say new, it's a re-release of Sonic Generations, which is like the best Sonic game. Oh, was that... Okay. They've remastered some levels from Shadow the Hedgehog and it looks really fucking good. Crisis City looked great just then. Oh, E3 shut down a long time ago. They couldn't carry on. The soundtrack for this game was really good as well.
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Oh shit, he's got the fucking Venom symbiote. Alright, it's out in October as well.
Year of Shadow, right? A movie coming in December too. Excited.
Well, it's just a movie trailer as well.
In the upcoming online survival game Dune Awakening from
Oh, this is the Dune game.
One small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will
Is there an alternate timeline?
Let's find out for the first time what that is.
Is this an alternate timeline in which Paul Atreides was born not as a male but as a female? Like the Bene Gesserit wanted?
One where I, Paul Atreides, was never born.
Okay, so it is an alternate timeline.
I created the future. Until it created me. But I see a narrow way. A path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change. Dr. Yue exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across...
Show me gameplay, not CGI bullshit like this.
Exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror.
Bob, how you doing today, dude? We are currently watching Summer Gamefest and they're showing the trailer for the new Dune survival game. Which did look interesting, but the gameplay they've shown of it made me sort of about it. I want to see more gameplay and see if they've actually improved it from what they've shown us before.
At Gamescom O&L in August. Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game from a brand new development studio.
Right. Wow me. Let's go. What game is this? Looks like a multiplayer game. Is it a mech battle game similar to that Mech Break one they showed earlier? Or something. Okay. They don't show any gameplay, so I don't give a shit about it.
Battle Aces and show you the gameplay. Here's
Do it.
Kim from Uncapped
Fucking do it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Show me how it plays.
Battle Aces is the RTS
Animation was nice and all, but
it's for players that are brand new to RTS as well as
it looks like a mobile game. Okay.
we really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as World of Warcraft did for MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games.
I like RTS games. I don't know if I'll be interested in this. Have you missed anything good? They showed the new Sonic game. They showed Civilization 7. Nothing major. I mean, they showed Star Wars Outlaws. They've shown that before, so nothing too big yet.
The in and out of game strategizing through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless possibility of strategies. Second, we want to
It's a very niche thing, and you have to be into it to want to be interested in it.
as much as possible so that players playing this
Even then, this looks like a very basic one, so
of playing an RTS game.
I don't know if any RTS fans would actually be interested in this one or not.
Battle Aces, or if you want to sign up for our beta test that's coming up very soon, then please make sure to visit our website at playbattleaces.com. Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was fantastic. All right. Our next premiere unveils the exciting new destination for a game that shadow dropped at the Game Awards last year, the Finals, with its unparalleled destruction wrapped in the world's most deadly game show. Now, after dozens of updates and 2 seasons, we're unveiling where contestants will be going in the all-new season starting next week on June 13th. Sharpen your katanas and welcome to Season 3 of the Finals.
I don't care about this.
If they hit that reset button.
I can make a drinking game out of every time I say I don't care about this. With how many games I just did not give a shit about so far. You even heard it from the crowd as well. Until Shadow the Hedgehog was announced, nobody really cheered for any of those games. Dude, I wonder if they'll show MGS3. If they do, I imagine they'll be saving it for last. It's supposed to be out in 2025, isn't it? I don't think they'll show Snake Eater Remake. I doubt it. I mean, if we're lucky, we might see Master Collection Volume 2 get teased. But even then, I don't think they'll even show that yet either. I don't think they're ready for it.
The Finals in Kyoto. All right. Please welcome multiple Game Awards winner and a dazzling Game Awards performer, if I do say so myself, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Oh yeah, I love this guy. He's the director of Alan Wake 2. And he's also the guy who made Max Payne. He's doing the dance, hell yeah. Oh, you the hero. Alright, it's not doing the whole song, okay.
Thank you. Hi. You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting.
For those of you who might think he looks familiar, he is also the face of Max Payne. The face on Max Payne, it's his face.
Posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves with Alan Wake 2 so far digital only, sadly missing. Well, we are excited to announce physical deluxe editions for us to really go out there. As
Go on, show us some of it.
Already didn't.
Go on, show us.
Night Springs will be playable in less than 24 hours.
No way. Okay, what a Chad.
Thank you.
I might have to stream it.
With this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Okay. Yeah, my interest. I do love Alan Wake.
A special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. in Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan. You're the only one who can save me.
And I will come back for you, my love.
What's the dude from Quantum Break?
Sean, I'm really happy.
He's in the game with the director. I love that.
I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature.
Something was different.
I think Control might be my favorite game made by Remedy.
Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep?
Yeah, it's a DLC pack for Alan Wake 2, which is available tomorrow.
Through the endless tides of time, they've come to these mythical shores, seeking mastery over death itself.
I mean, I think about time because they announced it when the game was being sold, and it's sold with like a season pass for DLC, and then they just released nothing for the longest time. So I'm glad they finally fucking released them. But I love Remedy games; they make some amazing stuff, so I'm happy to support them.
Where heroes are forged and demons are born. This is eternal.
I'm surprised New World is still going. I thought that game died a long time ago. Or is it being re-released on console?
That's right, New World Eternum will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on October 15th, and now you can play the game start to finish as a solo player or play co-op and use crossplay as well. If you're watching SGF on TikTok Live right now, you can comment HSR in the chat to claim a special in-game bundle for Honkai Star Rail of Stellar Jade from TikTok Game Rewards. And speaking of Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse's latest space fantasy RPG just concluded its version 2.3 special program a few hours ago. But there's more. A sneak peek at the upcoming expedition featuring a beloved character who is clearly ready for the forthcoming journey with her brand new look.
You can tell he knows fuck all about this game.
Why do people choose to sleep?
But he's trying to act excited about it.
To wake up from the dream.
I'm sure I probably would enjoy Star Rail, but I don't have enough time to play another fucking premium game.
In this land of dreams.
It's such a time commitment.
The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Why do people choose to slumber? Because in the end, we will wake from our dreams.
I'm sure there are plenty of people who are hyped about this game. Its new expansion or whatever. New content update. What's all this? Darker and darker, okay. Why is the skeleton bleeding? This is very janky. I'm sure there's an audience for it, and some people probably enjoy that kind of crap. Yeah, I have zero interest in this. Yeah, I don't care if it's free either. Not my thing.
The unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure Dark and Darker is now live on both Steam and Epic Games Store today. So play it this weekend. All right. Lots of fans are joining us here in person at the YouTube Theater, and we thank you for that. And ahead of the show, 4 lucky fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right, now here's the announcement of the release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess.
Okay, starting off with gameplay, that's bold. You have my interest. It looks very Dynasty Warriors-esque. Oh no, maybe it's not. You just possess characters and jump between them like that. It's more of a tactical game. But the art style looks very interesting. Didn't tell me much, but it's one I might want to keep my eye out on. I want to see more of that. This looks very Genshin Impact to me. Or Zelda Breath of the Wild-ish. Got the same type of vibe to it and gameplay from the looks of it. Oh, 30 minutes left of this presentation. You better fucking blow me away towards the end of it. Because at the moment, the only thing I've been hyped for has been that Sonic game. But I know Jeff Keighley and Kojima are best friends. And he's not brought out Kojima yet. So he must be saving him for last.
Well, you's a cutie little corgi, don't you know?
There's one you can count on. It's Jeff Keighley bringing out his best friend Hideo Kojima. Even when Kojima's got nothing to show for it. And he just wants to say hi. This looks like it could be a fun time with some friends or family. It gives me Overwatch, not Overwatch, Overcooked vibes. And that kind of chaotic multiplayer game. That can be quite funny.
Well, you's a crazy body animal, don't you know? Well, all the crazy body animals, and you know the fun is this way, so let's go.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that could be funny.
We know you may have heard the stories about the fine people here at MCorp, so we wanted to take this time to dispel any of these completely unfounded rumors and allegations and reassure you that things here at MCorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at MCorp
I love satire like this.
We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? I can't stop thinking about how you're saying we're selling the city for scraps. That makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs. My wife hasn't been on the toilet for weeks because of what you're saying about what MCorp's doing to this town, all those lies. Everyone at MCorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. Now, you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal.
Ah! Come on, faster.
That's not about this. That's a father and son. That's actually a home issue. We love it here at MCorp, and we are not going anywhere. We'll be here a long time. Fine. Nobody panic.
No idea what this was advertising, but it looks hilarious. What the fuck was that even supposed to be?
All right. Welcome back to Summer Gamefest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Pre-alpha, okay. How much more work does this need? Let's see what they're going for, though.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation from Japan that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Power World.
Oh.
I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy. It's Summer Gamefest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever go back to Power World. I'm not really that invested in it. But it's nice to see the game properly getting updated like this. Looks like they're adding in totally new, not Pokemons. Oh, rocket launchers. I like that one weeb samurai Pokemon in PAL. Shit, this might actually make me want to go back to it. Alright, looks like a very substantial update. But so far they've done very minimal.
That was high on the Steam charts. Congrats to Power World on the new update. Next up, we've got a big announcement from Valorant. Here's Andy Ho and Anar Gilfison from the Valorant dev team.
I'm not that into Valorant, so I don't care about this one.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Since 2020, we have been fortunate to serve players in their pursuit of what we call the Valorant moment. The big plays and clutches you make while all eyes are on you.
Millions of players all over the world have earned their own Valorant moments on PC. And today, the stage is set to welcome a whole new group of players. Let's take a look. Target down.
I would like some controller support for it so I can actually play it, because I can't use keyboard and mouse. Sure, this is definitely going to get a lot more people into it now that it's out on console. Who knows, I might even try it.
That was Valorant's core tactical gameplay. Everything you just saw was captured on console and with a controller. Valorant is coming to PlayStation 5.
I'm glad they're opening it up to more people, though, at least.
This year. Our limited beta starts June 14th, and you can sign up right now at beta.playvalorant.com.
We are so excited for your input to make sure that Valorant plays great on console. And we hope to see you soon in the limited beta. But before we go, here's the head of Valorant Studio, Anna Donlin.
No, that's a pretty significant announcement. I'll give them that, even though I've never played it.
Favorite things about Valorant has been seeing the community build the game and the sport right along with us.
I can see a lot of people being hyped about that.
On the most amazing journey, bringing Valorant to players all around the world, most recently to China, where I'm currently at Valorant Masters, one of our largest global tournaments and community.
It's on Xbox as well, PlayStation and Xbox.
Community evolve as new players bring their.
I think you missed the logo because it's behind my chair, but it's on the corner as well, but it's PlayStation and Xbox.
And now we are ready and so excited to welcome a whole new group of players onto new platforms. We hope you'll join us, and we can't wait to see where you take us next.
Now we've got about 17 minutes left of this presentation. I imagine there's like maybe 2 more announcements, maybe 3. And whichever is the biggest announcement they would have saved to the very end. I don't think it'll be GTA 6 as Rockstar do their own presentation, so they never show up at Summer Gamefest or E3 because they can do their own announcements.
Exciting to have Riot on console with Valorant. Thanks for
Call of Duty 6, they might show that.
for sharing that with us here at SGF. Our next announcement is a big deal from our friends at DoorDash. 5 weeks of deals with Summer of Dash Pass. Sign up for Dash Pass now for $0 delivery fees and get 50% off your next DoorDash order. Now, here in the audience, we've got a guy who is normally co-streaming our shows, Yang Ya, who is also an amazing voice actor, who's been in countless games such as Like a Dragon and God of War Ragnarok. Well, next week, Yang is going to be voicing a character in a movie, Inside Out 2, where he plays a fictional video game character, Lance Slashblade. And we've got your exclusive first look. Check this out.
Fucking love my boy Young, yeah.
To your eternal.
I've been like subbed to him on YouTube since like fucking 2015. Almost a decade now, I think. Maybe even before that.
Riley had a secret crush on him. I never saw the appeal.
I long to be a hero, but darkness haunts my past.
Clearly a parody of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII.
Deemed unfit, worthless.
Don't you dare say that! You do not deserve to be thrown away! 1 second, Lance. Don't you remember his power move? I'm coming for you, Riley! Oh, yeah? What's this? Come on! No one is totally worthless.
But I am a warrior cursed with a feeble attack.
Then you must make your curse your gift.
Shield yourself, my friends, for I shall set you all free!
The #1 gaming monitor brand in the US, Samsung, just released new 2024 monitors for gaming work.
Oh, it's showing an ad during the show, okay. Even the show itself is one big ad already, so.
Plus a chance to win $5,000 Samsung credit for US residents.
Summer Gamefest 2024! Look at all of you cooped up watching video game announcements. And yes, Chicken does look a lot like Ken Jeong. And today, Chicken is excited to share a new game that Chicken...
I wonder how much they paid him for this bit.
...called Squad Busters. You fight monsters, collect lots of shiny things, and Chicken has a...
Oh, hang on. I'll be back in just one moment.
And here is our big ad. Squad up. Oh, oh. I mean, cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What's going on? Who are you?
Look at your phone. I'm the chicken.
We're here to make your life more fun.
I'm fine. I drink right out of the carton.
I don't think you know the definition of fun. Come on, get up.
I am butt naked from the waist down, so...
Get out of the f***ing bed, dude.
Get out of the bed.
Right.
Tell me about yourself.
I think I'm an excellent candidate for the job because...
Your swordplay, tell me about your swordplay.
He is a bridge.
He's one of the most equitable people I've ever met.
Great emotionally.
Also pillaged a few villages.
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay,
I'm
just a lumberjack. I think you're qualified to be an accountant.
Sorry about that. There was a big spider in my room, so I just had to go take care of it. I didn't want to lose track of him, so I thought I'd take him out of my room when I saw he was there. Or she, I don't want to misgender the spider. Or they. Who knows, could be a non-binary spider. I don't think I missed anything while I was doing that.
Your mind.
Doesn't look like I missed anything. Taken. Taken. Did wrong. Did wrong. Fucking Nickelback.
You call this a squat?
Reminds me of that scene from Anchorman too, with the news reporters.
Jinx.
Also, yes, that is Chris Hemsworth.
You supposed to be a lumberjack? Hey, you wouldn't happen to want to go chop some trees, would you? I'd be delighted. I think our job here is done.
Where are you going? You can't leave.
Aye. We ain't never leaving you. Goodbye.
Here.
I don't believe they paid for some higher grade actors just to promote this one thing. That's a lot of advertising when he just thrown at this thing. Well, it looks like a mobile game.
Do you want me to shut the door or?
Even licensed Nickelback song. The one Nickelback song everyone knows.
All right, please join me in welcoming to the SGF stage Monster Hunter series producer, Mr. Ryozo Tujimoto!
So for the last 10 minutes of the show, I imagine, are they going to close it off with Monster Hunter Wilds?
今日はですね、モンスターハンターワイルズの最新の映像を持ってまいりました。今回ですね、
Which is like the biggest game they showed at the PlayStation State of Play, but like,
完全新規で今回
still kind of a letdown. They didn't show anything really big to close the show with.
そちらも注目していただけたらと思います。
Thank you, Jeff. Hello, everyone. We've prepared a very special trailer today for Summer Gamefest. I want everyone to be on the lookout for a very mysterious large monster near the end of the trailer, as it's an important monster within the game.
はい、本作ではですね、没入感とアクション、こちらの融合を目指して開発を進めております。モンスターハンターワイルズは2025年にプレイステーション5、Xbox シリーズ XS、そして PC で同時発売となります。また、今回はですね、プラットフォームの垣根を越えて一緒に遊ぶことができますので、そちらも楽しんでいただけたらと思っています。
As you'll see, we're working to deliver a gaming experience that merges immersion and action. I hope players look forward to playing with their friends across different platforms when the game launches simultaneously in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
はい、最後になりますが、8月に行われるゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。
That's kind of how the Japanese language works. They tend to be very articulate.
できるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at opening night live at Gamescom.
Also, there is the very likely chance that she's reading from a teleprompter.
The demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
She did a great job, though. Hats off to her.
Over there!
Oh no, it's someone's girlfriend who turned into a worm.
You can't do this alone!
We need to shake them off! Follow me! Yeah! Here it comes!
There's too many of them!
Watch out for that glove! I will draw its iron! Cover me!
You got it. Be careful.
Be ready! If we can make it to the rocks, we may lose them. As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
Your main character can have voice dialogue now as well, cutscenes, stuff like that. It looks great, don't get me wrong. Fucking love Monster Hunter. This looks fantastic.
Don't worry, the hunter is here. Just watch. You will see what hunting is all about.
That's like a year away, that's gonna be plenty of time.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in August. Now, during last year's PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom Blade Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show.
This is what I want to see. Actual gameplay. And this is what they're closing it off with. Graphically looks great.
42 or 41.
The Faceless is here!
Don't go up there.
Yeah, this is the final game of the show.
Before it's too late.
Is it gonna be like Ghost of Tsushima? Because I fucking love that game. Looks like it might be, although it seems more Souls-ish. No, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This does look pretty sick. Okay. We'll probably see more later on. We don't even have a release date for that one yet.
Good full demo that media will be playing this weekend, so you'll hear much more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Yep, I was correct. It was more or less kind of a disappointment for Summer Games Fest, but considering how many good games we had last year, I was expecting this.
Stay tuned because Day of the Devs is
I
coming.
was fully expecting them to have not that many mind-blowing games, considering everything came out last year. In fact, I reckon if Alan Wake delayed till this year, they would have won Game of the Year because they would have been the best game coming out. But unfortunately, Baldur's Gate 3 robbed them.
August 20th in Germany for Gamescom opening night live. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember,
Well, that's the end of the show. What did we all think about Summer Game Fest? On a scale of like 1 to 5 stars, how would you all rate it? I'd say solid 2 out of 5, maybe. 3 if I'm being generous, but I don't think I am being generous. I'm giving it 2 out of 5. That's my rating. 2, yeah, I think more or less the same as everyone else, right? There's like a handful of games I thought, okay, that looks interesting, but nothing to make me get hyped, like nothing like big, like Death Stranding 2 or whatever else they could have shown. Yeah, I think everyone's in agreement there. It's kind of a letdown. Nothing too exciting, but then nothing terrible either, I guess. It's just very mediocre. Anyway, I think, do you know what? I think I'm about ready for bed now. That is putting me to sleep. I'm gonna look for someone to raid out to. To be honest, yeah, I think that shows how disappointing the show was. There's nothing exciting there. The most exciting thing, and I agree with you, the fact that Valorant is coming to console, that's probably the biggest news they dropped. Which is going to show that there really wasn't anything noteworthy there. But like, I am glad for Valorant coming to console though. I might even give it a go now. But yeah, thank you everyone tuning in. I always really appreciate everyone who hangs out with me in chats whenever I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Let me have a look at who I want to send you. Let's see if I find anyone. Ashley T, she's going to be playing some Zelda. I'm sending you all to her. I hope you enjoy watching her play some Tears of the Kingdom. I believe she's playing Majora's Mask actually, sorry, that's my favourite Zelda game. Okay, I'm sending you her way. I hope if you want to stick around for the raid, I hope you enjoy her stream. When am I playing the Autopsy game again? In fact, no, I've done a video about it on my YouTube channel. Check that out. I have uploaded a video about that game. It's my most recent video. So I'd say check it out there. I don't know if I am going to stream it again, but I might do. Who knows? I might do it over the weekend or something, or maybe on Monday. Most likely Monday is when I'll stream next. On that note, I am going to go to bed. I hope you enjoy watching Ashley, and enjoy the rest of your night.